geotagging, geo-prizes, geo-partying, oh yeah, and geocaching. All this on Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. Hi there, and welcome to Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. I'm Icenrye. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the show, welcome to the family. What this is me and my camera. I go caching, film it, throw it together a few hints, tips, and tricks, upload it to the internet so you can download and watch it at your own leisure. If you're a regular viewer, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate your viewership. So, what's new? Well, welcome to the fall 2007 Prince George area Cachers Windup. We're right here out at beautiful Westlake Park that some of you might remember from way back in episode 2, the Prince George Pencathlon, way at Westlake. It's just actually located just around the corner from where I'm standing. We got a good sized group of people out here today. There's some brand new caches hiding. We've been out looking for them. We've been having a bite of lunch, and now we're all sitting around telling some of our favorite geocaching stories. In this month's episode, I'm going to show you a couple highlights from the event. It's been a whole lot of fun, and I have a special guest on later today for the iTunes Comment Coin giveaway. So what else has been going on? Well, if you're a listener to the Geocachers of the Round Table podcast, I was featured on episode 3, and later today we'll be recording episode 4. Now, if I happen to start laughing in the middle of this podcast, it's because... You see, this is a video podcast. It's not like you're actually paying for this.
Absolutely not.
This is Tom, aka Stormcloud. This is one of the organizers of this great event. Tom, he did a wonderful job today. Now, where did you get your slightly sick sense of humor? Actually, it's not that sick. It's actually rather good. This guy comes up with some really good caches. As a matter of fact, well, you can't see it in the shot, but there's a cache under about, I don't know, 10 feet of water, about 500 meters behind us. And, okay, well, it's called knee deep, but if you're a fisherman, you understand, knee deep.
If it's shelled and it's waist deep.
Yeah, it's over my head. I had to send my border collie in to get this cache, okay? It's that deep. But where have you guys been coming up with some of the ideas for your caches lately? Because you guys have been coming up with some brilliant stuff.
Geocaching forums.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, there's the one, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, guys, but the one, Place of Reflection.
I can't take credit for that one. That's Don and Andrew.
Okay, so that would be Plumbrokeacres, which you'll meet later on in this episode. He's donated some coins to give away for a cache. But trust me, guys, Prince George is becoming a haven for geocaching. Get your butts up here, okay? We got some great caches. Anyways, this guy's got to go and cook some hot dogs, and I got to get on with the rest of the show. So, anyways, thanks, Tom. So before that came along, yes, Cachers of the Round Table podcast, hosted by Daryl and Firefly out of Detroit, a wonderful show, and I was featured back on episode 3. And actually, as soon as I'm finished beating up Tom, who's hiding on the other side of this camera here, we'll be recording episode 4. So make sure you load it up on iTunes, keep an eye on the feed, and we'll be talking to you on the radio. But anyways, that's enough chatter for now. Let's get on with some geocaching news. Time for some geocaching news. First off, I have to show you guys the world's largest ammo can.
You open this first. How are you using it?
Is this thing awesome or what?
I was wondering.
Imagine finding that puppy underneath the tree.
Open this.
Anyways, first in geocaching news, we have the official release of the Geowoodstock 6 website, which is, strangely enough, Geowoodstock6.com, and 6 is in Roman numerals, so it's a VI. So in 2008, Geo Woodstock will be held down in Sacramento, California. So it's really great to see it on, as I like to say, my side of the coast. So if, who knows, if I can get a passport and arrange some traveling times and raise some funds, hint, hint, I might actually be able to make it down to Geo Woodstock 6. So set your plans. Looks like it's going to be a great, great party. Geo Woodstock 6. Sacramento, California, make sure you're there. In other events news, some of you might have remembered MOGA 2007 held this year in the Missouri area, and that great video from Paul Konopacki. Well, MOGA 2008 is already being planned for next year, and in 2008, MOGA will be held at the John F. Spalding Recreational Area of Mark Twain Lake. And it'll be held on March 14th to 16th, 2008. So as usual, Paul Konopacki, a regular contributor and great person, has come up with a video. We're just going to roll that sucker right now, give you an idea of what to expect. MOGA 2008. Thanks, Paul, for that great video. Looks like it's going to be an awesome event. Now, last month, some of you might have remembered I mentioned an event in Sweden called Fumble After Dark. And at the time, the page was only available in the native language. The cache page is now available in English, so I'll have a link on the show notes and on my homepage at Icenrye.com. Be able to drop by, have a look, and see what's happening over on, well, from my point of view, the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Looks like it's going to be a great nighttime caching event. So if you're anywhere in Europe, make sure you check out Fumble After Dark. So recently I received a letter from one of my viewers asking about the music used in the show. Well, for your information, the music I use comes from the Podsafe Music Network, which is based at music.podshow.com. And what this is a collection of music that's licensed under the Creative Commons license. So you're allowed to download it, listen to it, put it in your podcast, put it in your videos, do anything you like as long as you don't sell it. And all they ask in return is that you give credit to the original artist and mention that you got the music from the Podsafe Music Network. So it's a really great resource if you do your own podcast or if you want to do musical videos or anything or you just want to listen to some great tunes. And as always, I always give credit to the artist and the name of the song. So if you hear a song you like, just go back to where the song starts. I'll give you the name of the artist, the name of the song, hit the website music.podshow.com, do a quick search on them, download, listen in your own time, and enjoy the tunes. That about wraps it up for geocaching news. Let's get on with this month's YouTube geocaching video. So for this month's YouTube geocaching video, we have a special milestone video that comes from Team Gamsci, and they write, back on September 8th, we reached our 1,000th find. We wanted it to be something special, and a local cacher had a great cache to go for that you had to work at, figure out clues, and get lost in the woods. All the great things about geocaching, I have it on YouTube. Well, Team Gamsci, I checked out the video. Hey, congratulations on your 1,000th find. I hope to get there myself. So, this month's special YouTube video, I'll have the link on my show notes. Check it out. It's a great video. 1,000 finds. Hey, only happens once in a lifetime. So if you have a video you'd like to feature on Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine, that's up on YouTube, email me, Icenrye at Icenrye.com. I'll go have a look and might feature it in the next issue of Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. Alright, time for this month's iTunes comment giveaway. So this month, along with the Season 1 and 2 box set, we also have one of these limited edition Plumbrokeacres Special Edition coins. And this is the man right here, Plumbrokeacres, who's designed this coin. So, briefly, give me a story on your coins here. Where did you come up with the design and how did you do it?
I've always wanted to do a coin. I've been living up here in Prince George, so I've wanted something with mountains. I've always loved the mountains and that. So I decided to do something with mountains. Plumbrokeacres is a name that I've had probably since I was about 15. I came up with it. I had an aunt and uncle that had some property, and as a joke, I was going to do a ranch sign over their driveway called Plumbrokeacres. They were always broke. And then I thought, you know what, I like the name too much, I'm keeping it, and it took me till I got into geocaching there before I started using it.
Excellent, it's a gorgeous coin. I love the line, exploring the world one ammo box at a time. Cool. So now, I was asking Storm Cloud earlier, you guys, between you, Storm Cloud, and Austin Cacher, or Austin's dad, have come up with some amazing cache hides recently. Where are you guys getting your ideas?
Oh, it's twisted minds. We were walking down through the woods or see something, and it's like, okay, you know, that's evil enough for cache, or, you know, I haven't seen anything like that before. Try it out. Trust
me, folks, if you're ever in the Prince George area, check out a cache called A Place of Reflection. It'll make you reflect upon all things life-wise. But anyways, so while we're here, the iTunes comment contest, if you'd like to enter the contest, just go to iTunes, click on the link to Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine, leave a comment. We throw all the names into the collective bag here, and once a month we'll draw a prize. So, drum roll please, we'll get you the raw name.
Okay.
And this month the coin goes to
Geozeus.
Geozeus. Alright, Geozeus. Get a hold of me, Icenrye at Icenrye.com. Let me know your snail mail address. I'll get this lovely coin plus the Season 1 and 2 box set off in the mail to you. And thanks for your comment. So again, Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine on iTunes. Make sure you leave a comment. The coin contest is continuing on. And more importantly, how can people get a hold of your coins?
They can go to Plumbrokeacres.com or PGCachers.com. There will be a link for the coin shortly on PGCachers.
Alright, so there you go folks. If you like your own PBA coin, get in touch with the man. They're out there available for sale. Add one to your collection. They're a gorgeous looking coin. I look forward to having one myself. Alright, so as you can tell, PBA is just a wee bit taller than me, or I'm considerably shorter than him. So here I am again. Anyways, that about wraps up the preliminaries. Let's get on with the main event.
USB driver. Yeah. Did you put that on the computer?
Geocaching and photography, they go together very well. And especially now, everything is digital photography. Who uses film anymore? Now, wouldn't it be great if you could somehow tie your GPS receiver in with pictures that you take with your digital camera? Well, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how you can do that. I'll show you a program that's specifically for Mac computers. I'll take the track data from your GPS and apply it to your digital photographs. When you upload them to your Flickr account, it'll automatically map them and show you where the pictures were taken. It's a really great feature, just something else you can do with your digital photography and more fun with your handheld GPS. So let's take a look at a little bit of geotagging. So we're back in the Icenrye studios now, and we're going to take all this data from our camera and combine it with the data from our GPS receiver. Now, before you get started, the most important thing you have to do is synchronize the clock on your camera with the clock on your GPS receiver. Now remember, your GPS receiver is also a handheld atomic clock, so it's a very accurate timepiece. Now the way this program works is it takes the timestamp from your picture, looks at your track data, figures out where you were there, and installs that data, your longitude and latitude, into your picture file. So your time has to be correct, or else you're going to get weird distance shifts. So anyways, the program we're going to use is called GPSPhotoLinker, and it's available for free, and I'll have links to it on the show notes. So download it, get it up and running, and unfortunately, it's Mac only. All you Windows users, we're going to have to come back another time, and I'll show you another trick. So download the program, get it up and running, and the interface looks very similar to this. So what you have to do is you have to bring in all your data. So the first thing you do is you click on Load Photos, tell it where your pictures are, and it'll bring in the pictures. It'll give you thumbnails. It'll look like this. Then the next thing you have to do is download your tracks. Now you can either download directly from your GPS, or if you have a program such as GPSPhotoLinker, you can download it and bring it in as a file. So I've already brought in my track file, I've already brought in the pictures. So now I'm starting ready to work. So the program gives you 3 different modes. There's standard, manual, and batch. So one I'll be demonstrating will be the standard, but I'll give you a quick rundown of what the other ones do. Manual gives you a list of all the log files that have been downloaded. So you can click on there and match the exact time, and it's complete manual control. And one great thing about the manual is that it also gives you waypoints. For example, this picture here is of a cache called Astro Rotor. Now, if I had that waypoint loaded in here, I could scroll down to it, click on Astro Rotor, and would automatically associate that waypoint with that picture. There's a batch mode where I'll just go and do them all in one shot, but it's not quite as accurate as a standard mode. For example, I click here and it'll give you the longitude. It'll give you the distance within 25 meters. I tend to want to be a little more accurate than that. So we're going to go to the standard mode. Now, when you click on a picture, it'll bring it up in here, and it'll give you what's called a preceding track point. It'll tell you the previous track point, where it is in relation to the picture, and where it is in relation to the next track point. And what it'll do is it'll take a time-weighted average. So it's guessing that it's somewhere in this area. So if you want to double check on it, you click View on Map. I'll bring up a nice Google map. We can zoom it in and see where the picture was taken. I could bring up the satellite, however, Google Maps doesn't have detailed views of this area, so it's fairly blurry. So let's get back to the program. So if you're satisfied with that, click on Save the Photo, and it saves the data, which will show up in here. So now you go through and do that with all the other pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll get right back to you. So all the pictures have been now tagged, and you're ready to upload them to Flickr. So we can get rid of this. So before you can upload the pictures to Flickr, you need to make a slight change in your Flickr account. Go to your account, click on Privacy and Permissions. Scroll down to where it says Import EXIF Location Data. That needs to be turned on. Mine's already been turned on. If yours says no, go over to Edit, click Yes Please, click Save, and you're good to go. So we're going to upload some pictures to Flickr, and we'll be right back. So we're back on our Flickr page. The pictures have been uploaded. You can see them here. And now, where you go down to where the picture description is, you'll see this new link called Map, which allows you to click on it, and it'll bring up this little picture map. And you can zoom right in and see exactly where the picture was taken. This is our local observatory here in Prince George, and if you see from the satellite drawing, there it is. So there you go. Using a great free program, GPSPhotoLinker, you can now take data from your GPS receiver, automatically add them into your pictures, upload them to Flickr so you can see exactly where the pictures were taken. If you're a PC user, well, I'll have to get back to you in a future tutorial because this program is Mac only. So So things are starting to wind up here at the PG Area Cachers Fall Windup. Had a wonderful time today. It was great to come out, meet other geocachers, sit around, tell stories, and get a few hints on a couple of caches that I haven't found yet. And a lot of people are talking about caches that are yet to come. So I rode the camera a little bit today. We did some caching, went out with some friends of mine. Let's roll the film, sit back, and relax. Caching in the Prince George area in a beautiful fall day. Thumb there. Who got the first to find on this one?
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, look at that unrateable writing on top of Mally Boo Boo.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. That's you.
What do you got left? Knee deep?
Nope, we did knee deep.
Oh, we did it.
Oh yeah, we were second to find on.
Oh, good.
We're going to guide me to the cache.
Oh, okay.
Karen, could you take one out for me? Can you reach in and take one of those?
The best one.
Oh, here, just one, okay?
If you want one, you can.
Can you say, do you talk?
Yeah.
Can you say Austin?
Austin?
Can you say Austin?
Here. Say Austin.
You say Austin? Because Austin has won a prize. Everybody that's here
It must be
got a prize?
Yeah, he's
Perfect. So,
he's feeling just
okay, so concludes the festivities.
So there you go, a few highlights from the PG area Cachers fall windup here out of beautiful Westlake. Had a gorgeous day today, it was nice and warm, fairly sunny, didn't have to dress too much, just a fleece jacket, a nice sweater, kept moving. We did have a fire going in a hut though, and we did have a nice lunch and hot dogs. Anyways, just before I get rolling, just a couple of quick things. First off, thanks to everyone for your great comments on iTunes. Keep them coming, we're going to be running the iTunes comment contest just a little bit longer, because coins are starting to flow in. And speaking of coins, if you'd like to make a donation to Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine for prizes, get a hold of me, Icenrye@Icenrye.com. As a matter of fact, if you just want to send me mail, comments on the show, suggestions for future segments, you got a video on YouTube you'd like to feature, or you just generally want to get a hold of me, there's two ways to do it. Email me, Icenrye@Icenrye.com, or go to my webpage at Icenrye.com, click on the Contact Me link. So in the meantime, and in between time, that's it. Another episode of Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. I hope you enjoyed. So until the next episode, cache on. Test 1 2 1 2, making sure the mic works. Yada 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 yada. I'm recording in front of an audience. Oh, actually, they're not paying attention now, so I can almost get away with this. Hi there, and welcome to Icenrye's Geocaching Videozine. I'm Icenrye. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the no, yeah. So recently, and as always, whenever I play a song, I always like to put the name down at the bottom. So you just go to the Pod Show Music page and. Team Gamsci writes, back on September 8th, we reached our 1,000th find. We wanted it to be something special, and a local cacher had a great cache to go for that. He had, God, I gotta learn how to read. Alright, time for this month's iTunes comment giveaway contest. So this month, along with the season box one, season. Oh yeah, get used to this, by the way. So things are starting to wind up here at the PG Fall Cachers. So things are starting to wind up here at the PG Cachers Fall Windup. So there you go, just a few highlights from this year's fall wrap up here at the Prince George Cachers area. And Tom was really screwing me up here, and he's not even in the shop.
Oh, it's rigged. Icenrye.
Box it.
Wait a minute, we'll tell you about everybody figures Icenrye should get a box set.
Oh, hey, I'll take this gift.
Oh, no.
And you thought you were short before.
Well, you didn't get